Alright, so we're going to be doing the Rune Konchu full showcase in this video. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit like sports, congrats to the video, guys. Alright, so starting out with Rune Konchu's first ability. The first ability of Rune Konchu, I do feel like it's not very good as an ability itself, but you know, the attack, it's an AoE attack, it goes forward. It did a lot of damage in the video. I'm pretty sure they nerfed it by now, but when you actually use the attack, it will basically knock someone up and do a lot of damage to them. It also drains chi, but I feel like the issue with this Bloodline in general, it doesn't drain as much chi as it probably should. It doesn't even drain like even close to how much chi normal Konchu drains. But this ability, you know, it's okay. There's definitely better abilities in the game, but it's definitely not the worst at all. Now, the second ability of Rune Konchu, the second ability, it also isn't that great, but it can be useful in a very, you know, clutch situation, like especially in team fights and things like that, where you need that tiny bit of chi to get out with an auto dodge or something like that. Not only that, but the second ability, it's kind of just like Vengeance, but it drains from them instead of, you know, actually hitting them. And also, you can't combo at the end of them. Since you can't combo at the end of it, it knocks them away. I mean, I guess you can combo at the end of it, but it's pretty hard to do it. And so overall, this ability also isn't that great, but it can be usable in certain situations. Now, the third ability of Rune Konchu is an ability that I presume that almost everyone's going to be using. I actually think this Bloodline would be a lot better as a Z-Spec. I think they should have made it a Z-Spec in my opinion, because then, you know, this counter would make more sense. But the counter as it is a really, really good counter. It's kind of like Sand counter, but you can equip its element slots, and it also drains chi from them. I'm pretty sure it also stuns for longer than the other one does as well. So yeah, the third ability of Rune Konchu is actually pretty good. Now, getting onto the mode, the C-Spec is kind of just a big delayed attack. It does a lot of damage. It's delayed, so you know, it's really easy to either block or counter it. But if you do it in mid combo and you manage to be able to get it off, it does do quite a bit of damage to people, and it can be used in burst combos. Now, the Q-Spec is kind of like Kamaki, it's kind of like Kamaki first mode C-Spec, but it drains chi from them and gives them poison. I mean, there's not really much to say about it. It's like a bunch of beans that attack them. It does damage. Yeah. Now, the Throwable is really interesting because I actually think that the Throwable is quite good for this Bloodline. The Throwable actually instantly appears a tornado on them that will stun them, do damage, and actually does poison damage. I'm also pretty sure it steals chi as well. So yeah, Rune Konchu has a lot going for it when it comes to actually the Throwable.